public shaming of suspected child predators. We first introduced you to Houston's controversial pedophile hunter last month.
And as Channel 2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum shows us, he is raising the stakes.
I have everything on you.
In cities across the nation,
meeting a 14-year-old girl. Is that wrong?
this is now officially a thing.
I didn't know that this was a setup. I didn't know. Sorry, guys. Can I go, please?
YouTube is lately littered with videos of vigilantes cornering, disgracing, and broadcasting encounters with suspected pedophiles.
Okay, alright, so I'll put pictures of you in the several parks.
No, you are critical of a lot of these other things.
Definitely, I definitely critique a lot of them.
Just last month, we introduced you to a Houstonian who runs a Facebook page called Motor City Justice. 25,000 likes and counting. People seem to enjoy this brand of justice.
Just showed up in uniform like a dumb to meet a minor, a 15-year-old girl.
Yes, sir.
Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I should be smashing you through this window right now.
Is there any time where you're like, man, we're getting a little too aggressive here?
No.
Completely undisguised when he meets up with probable predators in and around Houston, this man who uses the alias Lucian has asked us to conceal his face because he says it's not about him, it's about the work. And recently he took that work a step farther.
You're a registered sex offender. What the are you thinking?
What's your problem now?
In a rare and dangerous move after a public meeting failed to happen, Lucian visited the Houston area home of a man who appears to have texted and called someone he thought was a 15-year-old girl. Remarkably, the 62-year-old target lights a cigarette, has a seat, and tries to explain his way out, while his own elderly mother is just off camera.
We operate in the Houston area. He came in contact with us. He messaged us first, and that's how it progressed.
It's been an hour away. You're on a dating site?
Adult dating site.
You're on that?
Eventually, the target kicks Lucian and his team off his property. There's no violence, but Montgomery County DA's Office Bureau Chief Shanna Redwine says it's just a matter of time.
That's crossing over into an area that law enforcement is trained for. That's why they have this training. That's why they have the safety mechanisms in place to do these investigations. And at any minute, people are volatile.
You have no idea. Come on. I don't want your phone right now. Okay, but you like me. Left hand, left hand.
This confrontation did not involve Lucian and his Motor City Justice team, but another group called Creep Catcher. This incident ended with a scuffle.
One of these times, don't you think you're not going to be able to avoid a physical confrontation?
That could happen. That could happen. It's a scenario that I do think about.
And there's another issue. In 60-plus confrontations for Motor City Justice, not one person has been criminally charged. The resistance is in part to do with the investigation not originating with police.
As far as going forward with prosecution of these particular cases, our detectives are highly skilled, they're highly trained, and they comply with guidelines and with investigative tactics that are accepted and that are professional.
You trying to meet a 14-year-old kid?
Although uncommon, other jurisdictions have taken action. A group called Predator Poachers cornered a school teacher inside a Houston area Walmart, and that target was just arrested in his home state of Washington after a follow-up police investigation. And that's just how Lucian says it should work.
And they can disagree with my tactics, but at the end of the day, we're working for a common goal.
Motor City Justice got its name because the group started in Detroit. We repeat our don't try this at home disclaimer. At click2houston.com, we've got a safer alternative to reporting crimes against children. Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC, Channel 2 News.